We're going to talk about maximizing what you got. Don't just play, win with what you have. And it's an honest self-evaluation to formulate your strategy. I got a serve, I got a volley, and I got moderate ground strokes. I don't hit big, but I can keep the ball in play and keep it deep. We'll see how it works out. This is just a slice backhand, but it's deep on the return and it's firm. That's the big key. I get by weight behind the ball. It goes right to him in the middle of the court, but I have good coverage. So I combine a decent slice with good strategy in terms of being right in the middle. It goes to his forehand, but I have perfect coverage. And the court is slow. But the key is this next backhand. When they make you go on the run, can you do this? I hit the ball high so I can get back in the court to recover. I have time to recover. It's deep. He hits a pretty good forehand, but I'm already back 2 or 3 feet behind the baseline already, right? I get the ball cross court. It's a nice little cross court, and he takes it down the line. So I am not going to make a lot of errors. I will try to make my opponent beat me with the errors using a good slice deep and keeping deep positioning. And that's the key. I have good defense by having good positioning. Anyone can have good positioning and a deep slice. It's not how big you hit, it's where you hit and how. I have moderate ground strokes. I don't hit really hard, but I'm pretty consistent. And when it comes to passing, I can pass pretty consistently. Second serve, I don't do a run around in the second serve because I just am not that fast. And the court will open. So, I am slow, so if I run around this forehand, I'll be off court. So I'll just take the slice, keep the positioning close right there. I go deep slice like I did previously. The key on the return serve is to get the ball deep to their backhand. I don't run around because I play positioning on the court. Now this shot here should be a cross-court forehand, and I actually miss it. But I'm playing the point the way I want to play it. And you're going to miss shots too, so the strategy will break down. I got him to the corner, hit the ball back down the middle. I have a forehand. I go for a cross, and I miss it. I hit short. Now the key is I'm really deep. So since I'm so deep, I'm expecting a backhand. And he does a pretty good attack here, but I'm really deep. So I can pretty much get to anything. He goes to my forehand, I'm on the run. I don't hit big, but I can control the height of the ball. I'm forward from the court. I can't hit hard. I'm just going to go low. I just want the ball bounce in front of him on the backhand side. The cross-court pass would be almost impossible. So I'm going to go down the line. And I know this in my head before I even start. And no sense I lob because he's not in the court. I don't like to lob if they're not inside the service box. I can go line and cross. Cross-court would have been really hard because I'm so far away from the court. I'm too far back. Later you'll see another example. But the key is, if you can't hit it hard, be accurate. You gotta get it low. Once you come to the net, get the ball past him, get it low, make them hit a volley, and evaluate your opposition too. He's pretty much a pure baseliner. He can kind of do everything, sort of, but he's really a much better baseliner than volleyer. Remind yourself when they're at the net, hit low when they come to the net, and have an even tempo. Don't rush your ground stroke. Use what you got. I have an okay serve and I have a good volley. But the key to my serve is it's hard to read. So guess where my serve is going. It's not big, but it's hard to read. Another one of my strengths is I can close in quickly and have a speed burst, which is good for about 3 meters, 10 feet. So I try to utilize that in my serve and volley game. The key is my first step is with my serve right there. I'm in the court. Notice how fast I get in before he makes impact with the ball. And there. I'm pretty much like 1 foot from the service line. Then notice how much closer I get in as he slices the shot. Boom, I close in right there. And the angled volley. I don't hit big, but I can hit pretty precise. That's one of the basic keys here. So know your strengths. Another key too now is I have good half volleys. And I guess pretty well. And I'll tell you why I guess this. Can you read the serve? So he hits a pretty good return, right? And notice how fast I get in. Before he makes impact, I am about a foot behind the service line, but boom, I make impact right by service line. And this is the key here, the high prep right there. Because he went high prep, I can close in. He's not going to bang it at me. It's going to be a slice, and I'm just going to guess, left or right. All it is, he's not going to lob, he's going to hit a slice. It's going to be left or right. I will just guess and close. I'm guessing, I guess right. If he had prepped the bracket down low, I wouldn't do this because then it would be a drive, and I don't get hit. And I look good because I guessed right. The key was a half volley, and the other key was to learn to read, to anticipate, and close in, maximizing my speed that we talked about previously. So the strength is my volley close skills, and this makes my serve better when I combine the two of them together. As long as I get a high percent of first serves in. You have to think about what works for you. Do you have a big forehand, a big backhand? Are you fast, slow, etc.? If you're slow, you have to hit harder. I have medium ground strokes. Normally, I don't hit clean winners from the baseline. And if you watch the rallies, all I do is hit deep corners, and I don't hit hard. When I jump to open level, this is not good enough to win points, because I can't get in. My first thing is I don't want to miss a return. And when you pull me to the corner, I throw a deep loop. Then I recover. The key is once I'm off the court, I mean that's basically a tip, tops in line off the backhand. And a deep cross loop right here because I'm off the court. Notice when the ball bounces where I am in positioning, I'm shading to the forehand slightly, but the key is I hit the return deep. Hard to attack that. He's behind the baseline. Even when he runs me, I push the ball back deep again, and I'm in the court. I'm shaded on the forehand side, but watch I shift. Yep, I shift all the way to the middle. He goes to my backhand. I'll use the backhand slice again. He does a nice runaround there. I don't normally run around because I'm slow and my forehand's not that big. I'm not going to hit a winner anyway, so why waste the energy? Look at the movement. Look how deep he is. Nice runaround. But look how deep he is and look where I am. Because he's so far off the court, I'll pretty much get to anything he hits. Now it's a high ball. I'm moving away from the court. I barely get there, so I use a slice. I know when to be defensive. I'm so far off the court, there's really nothing I can do. High ball, moving away from the court, go with a slice. It's slow. It'll allow me time to recover. Look, the ball lands. I'm in position. If I slammed it down the line, it probably would have missed. If I slammed it across, I'd be opposition. He'd get to the ball before I could get a time to recover. By using a slice, look where he is. He makes contact. It's deep. I'm in position for the next ball. He can go line. He can go cross. I'm seeing a bit because I think his forehand cross is better than his forehand line. And so I've taken my preliminary strategy and adjusted it for my opponent. I'm covering forehand cross. I think his forehand cross is more deadly than forehand down the line. Anticipate what your opponent can give you. And I got lucky he missed. On the passing shots, keep the same tempo. Don't rush it. Just get ready and hit a clean shot. Whenever you get pulled off the court and return a ground stroke, it's always good to hit a high loop and get back into the court. Now, most opponents are taught to attack the ball and try to force the issue now, because he knows I'm just like a moonballing rallier, and I'm by the double sideline right now. You can't even see me in the frame, and I throw a high loop, so I'm a moonballing lobber, and he's gonna attack me, trying to make me hit a pass. But I can pass okay. I don't hit big, but I can pass okay. He needs to get in faster on this shot and make me run more. If he made me run all the way across the court to my back, and it's been a much harder shot. I did put too close in. Normally on the passing shot, you should aim the service line where it meets the single sideline. And I don't hit really big. I always hit about that level. So defend when you're out of position, throw high loop, pass at the same tempo. It's not how hard you hit, but how precisely you hit on the pass. Now the other thing too is when you're playing a baseliner, you don't rally with them, because the longer you hit with them, the better rhythm they have, the harder they hit. A player with my abilities, I need to resist the urge to hit harder because he likes it. Notice this sequence where I do hit sort of hard. He's starting to run around the backhand now to hit that forehand. He's using his forehand more. He's getting a little bit more of a rhythm with that. Good forehand return here. I hit the slice to his backhand. I'm in position and he goes to his forehand. And then I start to hit harder. But notice I hit harder. What happens? He's starting to step in and hit harder. And I'm hitting harder again. That's not sustainable. That's not my game. I can't do that over and over again. And it makes him play better. So there's no purpose to it. You can't be someone you're not. And so you have to realize what you're comfortable at doing. So once he starts hitting with me and I go macho and start hitting back with him, there is an audience watching. I realize, no, I can't out-hit him. And the harder I hit, the less precise I hit. So I change it. Drop off a slice. And that's what you're going to need to do, because you need to hit shots to make him... I mean, even if I miss his drop, he's going to have to come to net. And it's better to have him at net than the baseline. It breaks his rhythm. And so you need to make him hit shots that he's not used to hitting to win points. And that is one of the biggest keys. Don't give them what they want. Drop off a slice works. Remember, you're always about disrupting the rhythm, giving the ball they don't like. High loops, deep shots. Stay within your game. Don't deviate from your own game plan if it's working. And then make them beat you by doing different things. Because he's a smart player. He made the adjustment just for the way I play. We're only doing a practice tiebreaker too.
Moi, oui, c'est vraiment dommage parce que oui, il vit pour ça, hein, pour pouvoir rejouer un moment. Et c'est à allez, on y va. On y va. Allez.
One big key is off the return serve. Make them move. I don't know why I went to the forehand. And don't miss the return. And you normally should hit the ball to the backhand, but I think I'm hitting the ball late because I'm hitting it kind of hard. And then he does what he's supposed to do. He comes in, but the court is slow. So I play within the grain and go for a crash. He's not far enough in. Look how far in he is. He's not that far in. And I don't hit big, but I hit precise. So I stay within my game, and I use my precision. And I'm making him do different things to beat me, and that's one of the biggest keys when you play. Play your game, make them come out of their game.
Moi, oui, ce serait vraiment dommage parce que oui, il vit pour ça, hein, pour pouvoir jouer maintenant. Et c'est bien noté, c'est ça, mais allez, on y va, on y va. Allez,
Try to find what works best for you. Analyze your game, find your weapons. I have a good serve, I have good volleys, I got decent ground strokes. I just never enjoy hitting ground strokes really well. You guys keep mixing it so your opponent has his shot that they don't like, and you have to keep making your opponent guess at what you're gonna do. But if they're based on you, bring them to net. If they're a net player like me, you keep me off the net, and that's how you're gonna maximize how you play. Find out what you do best.